What's good, homies? Welcome back to another episode in our West Tigers rebuild series. We are in week 2 of the finals, the semi-final, another elimination game of course. But before we get into the match, we've actually got some huge news regarding our lineup. Alright, so as you can see here, probably our most in-form back rower right now, Jamal Idris has been suspended for 2 weeks. I think it was a careless or reckless high tackle, one or the other. I tried disputing it of course, and unfortunately he ended up getting suspended, so that means Chris Lawrence will be going into the second row, and his replacement on the bench, I went with Mahe Funua. Something a little different I guess. He's short and stocky, got a bit of pace on him, and I think he'll be pretty decent on the edge. I'd usually bring in Jacob Little for a replacement for McCurrick, but McCurrick's been pretty solid so far. He's actually, if you didn't see the Dally M Awards, the in-form hooker of the competition, so that's pretty much why I went for Mahe Funua, because McCurrick's actually doing a pretty decent job holding down that hooking position on his own. Alright, so our opponent for today are the Cronulla Sharks, and we're playing on their home turf. The last time we played them was back in round 19 when they were second in the league. We ended up beating them 18-6. As we take a look at the rest of the finals fixtures here, and in the other game it's the Penrith Panthers going up against the Raiders. The winner of that game will be going on to face the Cowboys for the grand final qualifier, and obviously the winner of our game will be facing the Broncos. We've got a pretty tough road ahead of us for the grand final. The Broncos, obviously we just played them a couple of rounds ago and they ended up beating us like, I'm pretty sure 7-6 in a grinder. They might have been the last team to beat us since going on this little streak of ours. Alright, so we'll be starting off an attack here. On the third tackle, we send it to Packer. He takes it to the line. And we want to get wrapped up inside their 30. An overlap to the left. We go to Lawrence. Lawrence with the cutout ball. Probably should have soaked up the numbers, but we're going to get wrapped up anyway with Nofaluma. Inside the 20. A looping pass to Reynolds, who puts up the bomb. It's pretty decent for Tupou, running onto it. Makes the catch over Aaron Gray, I believe that was. Well, it might have been Dugan at the back, but we score the first try of the game off a bomb by Josh Reynolds. Looking back on the replay, the kick wasn't that great, it was a little too deep, but thankfully Daniel Tupou was able to get above, it was actually Aaron Gray. A beautiful Tupou-esque try if you will. We've seen him do that for the Roosters countless times in real life. Actually, speaking of catching bombs, there's an animation in the trailer, I think it was Vunivalu, who actually transitioned from a jump and he kind of flips and lands on his belly to ground the ball. I was wondering if any of you have actually pulled off that transition, because I've yet to see a try from anyone online with that particular animation. That was probably my favourite part of the trailer, as we jump back into the action with Josh Dugan, slices through 2 defenders and he's going to get pulled down on halfway. As they shift it out to Matt Pryor, it is here. He gets met in solid contact. Gets a little bit of post-contact meters, but he's pulled down on our 40 as they go short to Gallen, who fends off one, gets a beautiful offload away back on the inside, and they're going to get wrapped up inside our 20 this time. A quick play the ball as Wade Graham takes it to the line, then gets stopped inside our 10. Fourth tackle here for the Sharks as they go back to the right. A couple of quick passes, finds Lattimore, and he's going to get held up in the tackle. Fifth and last, we rush up off the line to put pressure on the kicker, but Seguiaro, he goes for a scoot, number 9 on number 9, and he actually grounds the ball here with that drop down animation. That actually caught me off guard. Like I said, I was rushing up to put pressure on the kicker, but the computer actually decided to scoot, which was pretty dope if I'm honest. They get the green lights. First try of the game with Chad Townsend to convert. Not too sure if he kicks in real life, but his accuracy on the game here, it's not too bad. It's pretty decent, 77%, as he slots the extras and he ties the game up. So approaching the 30-minute mark, we're in attack here with that pretty common play to the right. I've seen it a lot post-patch. Tupou breaks the line with a fend, and it's going to be Josh Dugan with the try-saving ankle tap. Grounds Tupou on the 10-meter line as we look for an inside ball play, and Russell Packer gets met in a solid hit by Paul Gallen, I believe that was. We quickly shift it out to the wing here, and it's going to be David Nofaluma sneaking into the corner for our second try of the game. Just some simple quick passing as we take another look here on the replay. First of all, the hit on Russell Packer, Jeremy Lattimore just buries his shoulder into the sternum of Russell Packer, sends him flying. It was a pretty quick feather ball after the hit, and Daniel Tupou with the try assist. A beautiful pass to put Nofoaluma over the line and to give us the lead with the kick to come. As we take a look at Tui Lolohea's kicking stats, 86%. We've kind of turned him into a sharpshooter of sorts, and as I'm saying that, we end up missing from out wide, and we're going to keep that 4-point lead. Alright, so we're about 7 minutes away from the break, making a few changes, and a beautiful run here through the middle by Elijah Taylor. Another ankle tap by Josh Dugan as he grounds Taylor outside their 40. We go short to Sue, and just a bunch of passing here. The ball eventually finds its way out to Tupou, who gets pulled down 35 meters out. As we go out there back to Brooks here, and not too sure what I was trying to achieve there, but it obviously doesn't work. We have Reynolds back in the pocket to get rid of it on the last. As we send it to the skies 40 meters out from their line, we've got Lawrence chasing, gets the bat back to Tupou. On the 20, we put up another bomb, just a quick random bomb. Tupou chases, and he comes up with the ball in the end. As Edric Lee does what Edric Lee does best, drops the ball. Oh man, we for sure need to run that back. As we take another look on the replay, the first initial kick by Reynolds. Chris Lawrence actually does well to bat it back into the hands of Tupou, who puts up a bomb intended for the winger, but the meter actually popped up for Tupou running onto the ball, and Edric Lee just drops it cold. I don't even think he got a hand to it. He looked pretty confident going up for it, and it slipped right through his fingers for Daniel Tupou to ground it just before the dead ball line. As we take the shot at goal once again from out wide, and this time we slot the extras and go up by 10 points heading into the break. It was a pretty action-packed first half, plenty of points especially for us, definitely been a little bit of luck involved, but for the most part we have actually outplayed them. As we take a look at the halftime match stats, and as you can see here, there's pretty much a 60-40 split for time in possession in our favour. Of course, we've completed 5 from 5 sets, made no errors, no penalties conceded, and we've only missed 6 tackles. Cronulla on the other hand have completed 2 from 4 sets, they've made 2 errors, and they've missed 1 more tackle than us, and just overall have been starved off the ball. They did however manage to score with the little possession they had, and that was off the back of a pretty monstrous set. Jumping back into the second half, we'll be starting off in attack, and we're inside our 30 here. As we set up to the left, just using the hands here, Naingama with the line break, gets a beautiful pass back inside to Packer, and we're going to get wrapped up just outside their 30. A great run by Naingama as we send it to Whanua, who's on the field. A drone pass to Nofoaluma, and he's going to get rounded up by Edric Lee. 4th tackle for us inside their 20. Reynolds goes wide to Taylor. Taylor finds Russell Packer on the inside once again, and he finds the try line for our 4th try of the match. That was some pretty slick plays unfolding on the back of those massive line breaks. As we take another look on the replay, we go to Josh Reynolds running onto it, throws the cutout ball to Elijah Taylor, and that dope little inside ball turns it inside to Russell Packer, who grounds it for our 4th, and I'm pretty sure that's his 9th try this season. As we turn the 4 into 6 and go up by 16 points. Alright, so as the clock winds down, the final few minutes of the game, it's going to be the Sharks in attack. Since that last try, it was pretty much just a stalemate. Nothing too interesting happening, but I wanted to give you guys a look at how they were pretty much attacking for most of the game. They were pretty much just going through the motions, pass, hit up, as we ground Leotelli just outside their 30. On the 4th, they go to Townsend. He passes to Pryor, who throws a terrible pass, ends up getting intercepted, and we're going to have the ball to close the game out. Josh Reynolds with the cutout ball to Naingama. A drawn pass to Nofoaluma. That's full time here at Southern Cross Group Stadium. We harpooned the Sharkies here in their own backyard, 22 points to 6, as we march forward towards the preliminary final and get one step closer to our first grand final here on Rugby League Live 4. Alright, so looking at the full-time stats here, Daniel Tupou ends up picking up man of the match. He was pretty instrumental for us in attack, scoring 2 tries of his own and also setting up another. Looking at the rest of the match stats, it was almost a near perfect game. In terms of discipline, the performance was A1, making no errors, conceded no penalties, and we completed 12 from 12 sets. As usual guys, if you made it this far into the video, hit us up with a hashtag #OddSquad or nothing, and as always, drop that like button for more Rugby League Live 4 content. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Are you
Later.
insane like, been in pain like, got $100